Every day, humans work hard to improve their lives by creating better technology and making things easier. Handmade machines help with this, giving humans more time to relax and enjoy life. But have you ever wondered where humans came from in the first place? If you've been following our series, you've learned about Homo habilis, who paved the way for Homo erectus. Today, we're diving into the story of Homo erectus, the early humans who appeared around 1 million years ago. Before Homo erectus, there were Australopithecus and Homo habilis, but they weren't quite like us. They were somewhere between monkeys and humans. However, Homo erectus marks a significant milestone in human evolution. Stay tuned until the end of the video to learn more about the fascinating journey of Homo erectus. We call early humans Homo erectus because they were really smart and good at making tools. They were the first ones to leave Africa and travel to other parts of the world. Before Homo erectus, there was another early human called Homo habilis, which means skillful human, because they were thought to be the first to make tools. But later, scientists found out that even earlier humans, like Australopithecus, also made tools. However, not all Australopithecus could do this. Only some of them were skilled enough can make tools. After the first early humans, like Australopithecus and Homo habilis, Homo erectus is the next early human to appear. It took almost 2 million years for us to reach Mr. and Mrs. Homo erectus. Let's check out what Homo erectus looks like. In the pictures, you can see that Homo erectus is taller and more muscular. Their teeth are smaller, and their jaws are tinier too. But the most important change is in their brains. They've gotten bigger. They're called Homo erectus because they stand upright, unlike their ancestors who had curved spines. If you remember, Homo habilis had a brain of about 600 cubic centimeters, but Homo erectus brain is double that size, at 1/200 cubic centimeters. It's almost like ours, which is around 1/350 cubic centimeters. When we look at a Homo erectus skeleton, you'll see not just a straighter spine, but also a slimmer waist. This makes them run faster and walk more smoothly than Australopithecus or Homo habilis. Scientists think we lost our body hair so we could run better. Too much hair made us too hot to run properly, and as time passed, we got less and less hair. As you can see in the picture, Homo erectus has evolved from Homo habilis, but the gap between Homo erectus and Homo habilis is much bigger than the gap between Homo erectus and us. This means Homo erectus is much closer to us. When we examine the skull of Homo erectus, we see that they were mostly meat eaters and relied heavily on meat for food. This indicates that Homo erectus was a very skilled hunter, capable of hunting down any prey they came across. One important aspect of human intelligence is communication and social life. Now, could Homo erectus communicate with each other? Well, speaking isn't something we can determine from fossils, and they didn't leave any written records, so there's uncertainty about whether Homo erectus could speak. But we know that their brains were large enough to establish communication. Now, you might wonder how they communicated and in what language. Maybe something like this. Well, we don't know. One of the most significant discoveries humans made throughout history was the discovery of fire. Fire allowed humans to cook their food, making it easier to chew and digest. As a result, their teeth became smaller, and their jaws also shrunk. Additionally, because cooked food provided more nutrients, the brains of Homo erectus individuals grew larger, and they became taller and more muscular due to better eating. Archaeologists can tell when soil has been heated by fire. They found evidence suggesting that Homo erectus discovered fire. But it's hard to say exactly when, because Homo erectus lived about 1 million years ago, and it's difficult for archaeologists to guess accurately. Some scientists think that even before controlling fire, early humans might have learned to partially cook their food. This could have happened, especially for those living near hot springs, where food would taste better when partially cooked. We can't say exactly when Homo erectus left Africa, but it's estimated to be around 700,000 years ago. Humans have spread across the world from Africa for about 700,000 years. Some scientists believe it's only been 200,000 years since humans left Africa. However, what's certain is that they mastered fire after leaving Africa because they either Homo erectus migrated to colder regions. Homo habilis and Australopithecus made stone tools, but they weren't very handy. Their tools were sharp, but they didn't pay much attention to the handle, so it wasn't easy to grip them. However, Homo erectus made tools with finely crafted stone edges that were both comfortable to hold and sharper. One interesting tool they made is the hand axe, which you can see in the picture. It's a neatly shaped stone tool that they used for everything. They used it for hunting, cutting meat, and any other tasks they needed. These hand axes are heavy and very sharp, and one blow can bring down an animal. With 5 Homo erectus and 5 of these hand axes, they could hunt any animal they wanted. Yes, this two-legged creature is emerging and dominating the earth, and nothing can stop it, not even elephants or the biggest animals. In the past, people also made a lot of wooden tools. But you should know that wood doesn't last long, and it doesn't fossilize like stone, so we can't examine it today like we do with stone tools. The oldest wooden tool found is a spear that's 500,000 years old, made during the time of Homo erectus. Some other tools found are made from the bones of animals. Some cave paintings made by Homo erectus have been found on shells. These paintings aren't very complex, but they show that Homo erectus drew these lines on shells. Maybe one Homo erectus was counting or writing a letter to his girlfriend. We don't really know that. If you remember from part 1 of the Human Life Story video, we talked about a stone found in a cave that looked like a human face, but it's uncertain whether Australopithecus made it or if it's just a natural formation. When we look at the life of Homo erectus on Earth, we see a long journey full of discoveries and advancements. Scientists say Homo erectus disappeared from the Earth about 117,000 years ago. This doesn't mean they went extinct. Rather, evolution caused humans to split into 2 groups, with the stronger ones surviving and the weaker ones being eliminated. After these 2 human groups, 2 new types of humans emerged: the Neanderthals, which you should recognize, and another group called Homo sapiens, which is us, humans. All these events we've discussed are scientifically proven, with the only challenge being the exact timing. For example, some scientists say Homo erectus appeared around 1 million years ago, while others argue it was around 1.5 million years ago. These differences are just about the timing of these events, and fundamentally, there's no disagreement. In the next part of the human life story, we'll reach Homo sapiens and Neanderthals, 2 different types of humans coexisting on Earth at the same time, where one of them eventually disappears.